Stop right there. Don't spend any more money in credit restoration. I'm going to explain in this video the 5 powerful steps to restore your credit, and you won't have to spend any money. Are you currently involved in spending money through an attorney or some kind of organization that is taking your money, either an upfront fee or a monthly fee to restore your credit? Cancel it. I'm going to show you how you can do it yourself. Hi, I'm John Adolfi at Adolfi Real Estate in this sleepy village of Phoenix, New York. And in this video, we're going to talk about credit restoration, what it's going to take in order to get you to be able to buy a house, what credit score do you need, and what are some of the steps that you can do on your own in a very uncomplicated process, believe it or not. Here we go. Your first step is to contact a lending institution. Go through the process of trying to get pre-qualified. It's very, very simple. You can start by calling your local bank, okay? I recommend that you don't start with like Rocket Mortgage or, the like online type. Do something that's local. There's something organic and kind of old-fashioned and cool about knowing who you're dealing with on a local level. I do for 35 years in real estate. I prefer that. They have great customer service at some of these online mortgage companies, but I prefer to have someone local take care of somebody's most important purchase, and that's a home. Once you call them up on the phone, all you're going to ask them to do is, hey, would you please pre-qualify me? What they'll do is they'll ask for your name, your information, your social security number. They're going to pull a credit report. At that point, you can sit down with them either over the phone in person, and you can go over with them just exactly what you can afford, but more importantly, too, what your credit looks like, your credit history, your credit score, and how many lines of credit that you currently have. Okay, so what credit score do you need? You're going to hear 580, 620, 640, 660, 640, all right? If you do go with a lender that promises you to be able to get you a loan at 620 or even 580, watch out. Either you're going to have to be a superstar in all the other areas, or your credit ding isn't really bad, okay? And that's the reason why it may be low, but it's low for a reason that they can work with. Or you're going to compensate them somehow, some way for them taking a greater risk because of your lack of a good credit score. So when everything is said and done, shoot for a 640. Don't shoot for a 640. Get a 640, have a 640 or better with no open collections and no judgments. That's the ultimate. Now I want you to go to Credit Karma. Open up an account there if you have any issues with your credit. They're going to be an awesome resource. But I'm going to explain to you how to do it the old-fashioned way, but on Credit Karma, sure, they've got easier ways to be able to take care of any delinquent credit that you're going to have to clear up. I'm sure they're going to show you a very simplified online electronic way to take care of cleaning up your credit. First off, you're going to need to identify on your credit report exactly who you owe and how much. Don't think for a second that just because you owe, Verizon $10 or a hospital bill that's $100, that is insignificant. It's not. Go pay those off. Now, in what order should you pay them off? Well, first off, you're going to want to contact them, explain that you want to pay them off, okay? Then you need to get from them proof that you did, okay? With your name, the account number, and satisfaction of the debt. Don't walk away from any payoff completely until you get that in your hand, and I'll explain why in just a second. Now, if you owe a lot of money, like on a hospital bill or whatever, hold off on that one just yet, okay? Pay off the small ones first, because what it does is it encourages you. It gives you just a feeling of empowerment as you go through the process. Let's say you got $10,000 saved up to buy a house. Pay your stuff off, then go ahead and replenish your little nest egg there. It's better. You know what else is going to happen too when you pay it off? You're going to feel that feeling of freedom. The monkey is going to be off your back, a monkey that you didn't even realize perhaps was even there. May not even been thinking about it consciously, but subconsciously, there's a thing in the Bible that says, owe no man anything. And I think there's a good reason for that. And that is that debt is like a ball and chain. Once you pay it off, you're free. No one owns you, so to speak. It's a great feeling. And it's just can I say this in this day and age? It's just the right thing to do. Okay, so as you're paying your debts off and you're getting your proof of it, okay, you can send it to the credit reporting agencies. And I have a report here that I'm going to make available at the end of this video that has all 3 credit reporting agencies' addresses that you can mail this to and say, please take this off my credit. But again, Credit Karma's probably got a very, very simplified way of doing that. Either way, it works, okay? Once something comes off your credit, it's going to be 30 to 45 days before it's really fully reflected in it coming off. So be patient. If it comes off sooner and it reflects in a higher credit score, great. And the great thing about Credit Karma is you can take a peek under the hood without getting dinged every time to pull your credit report, which is awesome because a full credit report pull, they call it, okay, checking your credit report can typically knock off 10 points off of your credit score. So thank you, Credit Karma. Now, here's a little advice as far as when you owe a lot of money on a debt. There's going to be an opportunity, I'm sure, that where you can pay 50 cents on the dollar, 70 cents on the dollar to satisfy the debt. I would say that unless it's in the $10,000 or more, I wouldn't do it. If it's just a couple of $1,000s, wait for your tax return and pay it off. Pay it off in installments, but pay it off entirely. Here's the reason why. When you settle, okay, for less than what you owe, it could reflect on your credit report. And that's what you don't want to do. The only time you want that to happen is if you owe a lot of money and you can get it reduced. Everybody's happy. It does reflect on your credit report, but the amount of money to pay the whole thing off would have been just very, very difficult. That's when you want to do that. So step number 4, as you get your payoffs from each of the debtors that you owe, you send it into Credit Karma or to the 3 credit reporting agencies. Step number 5, just keep watch on your credit score as you see it increase. Once it gets to 640, you are good to go. You're ready to buy a house. One other thing, you're going to need 2 to 3 lines of credit. What does that mean? If you have a car loan, that's a line of credit. If you have a credit card, that's a line of credit. If you pay your rent, that's not a line of credit. Okay? A heating bill, not a line of credit. So it's got to be something where, like years ago when there was Sears, the Sears card that you used and you bought it with the Sears card and you paid it off. That is a line of credit. Let's say your credit score is so low that you can't get a line of credit. Go and get 2 secured credit cards. All right. And in the report, I'll give you one place where you can look online, which is a good place to get a secured credit card. All that means is that you put $300 up front and then you borrow off of it. You get a credit card, but it's secured by your money. And that's the reason why they'll give it to you even if you have a credit score of 400. What it does is it allows you to start building up credit. Please understand though, any credit card that you have, including that one, you want to keep it at 30% level, meaning that if it has a $100 limit, you want to keep the balance at $30, 30%, nothing any higher, or your credit score will go down, okay? Once you get your line of credits in place, use them, even if it's just once a month, and then pay it off. And one other place you can get a secured credit card, your local bank. Head on down there and tell them, I'm ready to get a secured credit card, and have your $300 in your hand ready to rock and roll. Thank you very much for spending the few moments here on how to improve your credit. Again, all those people who are charging you money to do this, you can do it yourself, and that's how you do it. The cheap, free, easy way. Well, nothing's that easy in life, but this will be extremely satisfying, and then you're going to be buying a house soon. I'm John Adolfi with Adolfi Real Estate. If you have any questions, give us a call, 315-695-6434. You like videos like this? Hit the subscribe button. We got more. Take care.